Hello, Star Wars community. I wanted to just let you know that I don't care what the fuck you guys have to tell me about the Star Wars prequels and sequels. You gotta look at it by how it acts. You gotta accept that the prequels show the birth of Anakin, then him going to be a Jedi, then him slowly becoming to Darth Vader. And that's where you think the original trilogy picks up. And it does. The original trilogy does pick up, but only after Anakin was nearly burned alive by lava at, hold on, Mustafar. If you have not seen episode 3, give it a run because it shows you the origins of Darth Vader. Vader is basically Anakin Skywalker, but basically his body is nearly 90% machine. Can run out of power, but he uses the Force to keep. Be right back. You see what I mean?
Well, I just did it myself, so.
No,
Jonathan, do not. I don't want.
like this.
Alright, just let it go. Go back to bed.
So anyway, like I'm saying, just because you guys think the original trilogy is the best and you hate the prequels, I don't fucking care. As long as you realize what the order. I mean, the fucking episodes spell it out for you. Just because 4, 5, and 6 came out before the prequels doesn't automatically make them episodes 1, 2, and 3. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. How do you guys... Be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Episode 1. Episode 1. You see that? You see that? That's a 1. What do you call this? It's episode 4. How do you confuse this for episode 1, you fucks? This is where you see Obi-Wan as a fucking old man. Now looky here on episode 2. What do you see Obi-Wan look like? Do you see him like a full walking around like Yoda thinking, oh, he's gotta be more powerful than Yoda is over 900 fucking years old. Actually, no. Look at Obi-Wan in this video, on these two cases. What does he look like to you? So, you guys cannot fucking prove that this, and this can be mistaken for episodes 4, 5, and 6. That honor goes to these. Now, whatever George Lucas was thinking of, if you guys have problems reading Roman numerals, you need to get some fucking glasses. Because 4, 5, 6, 1, 4, 5, 6. I'm basically giving you a number lesson. And if you give me some bullshit saying, oh, we know, you don't have to keep bitching about it, we were just making a fucking joke. I've been criticized by people saying, oh, the prequels are by far the worst. They're way worse than the original trilogy. You don't even know the fucking backstory of Darth Vader. You do not know the fucking episode. Number 3 ties in with the original trilogy that you fuckers like so much. And basically, episode 2 ties in with episode 3. And episodes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, bitches, I got the fucking trilogy. I got the Hexa trilogy. I got the hexology on. Yeah, that's a new word. Hexology. A hex of 2 trilogies. I basically got the 2 trilogies right here. You cannot prove otherwise. And once episode 7 comes out on DVD, I'll add it to the list. The Force Awakens. So I want to see someone out there give a bullshit excuse about, and just because you don't see Jar Jar Binks in basically 3, 4, 5, and 6, use the fucking lame ass shit. And if you want it for storytelling, I actually do care about episode 3 because we find out that Anakin has gotten pregnant, but we don't know how he got pregnant. We don't want to know because that's an adult conversation that's best untold. But we know George Lucas was doing the right thing, tying this into the original fucking trilogy that you guys superior to the prequels. See, if it wasn't for the fucking 3rd film, we would have no idea, oh, who became Darth Vader? We would never have known. So I want you guys to give George Lucas, an apology and tell him that all 6 films are fantastic. Even if you hate Jar Jar Binks, you best tell him you're sorry. And also proves where Luke and Leia come from. If it wasn't for the love interest in episode 2, we never would have had episodes 4, 5, and 6. So you can, actually, you know what, if it wasn't for the very first episode, it's whereas Anakin as a kid, then he grows up to be a Jedi, soon to become Sith, Sith. Sith. See, I know the backstory. And for all you fuckers out there who think you know it better than me, go eat your ass. Go eat a bowl of cocks. I want you to actually eat a bowl of dead cockroaches. I want you to do that as a sorry note to George Lucas. If you don't do it, people, we're gonna have a problem. Do ask me to do a review of each of these videos? Screw it. I'm already behind on my Harry Potter and on my Godzilla. Actually, I'm way ahead of schedule because apparently I made a video earlier today basically saying that I threw away my Godzilla cassettes because basically they had dead cockroaches in them. Yeah. Thank God I still have this one. And look. No cockroaches. That's because I kept this fucker in his case. The reason why the other ones are gone is because I didn't have the fucking case. Yeah, I thought the cases were pieces of trash. Boy, am I wrong. And actually, cassettes are outdated. Very, so I'm retro. Have a Sega Genesis. Actually, no, that's not retro enough for you guys. I have this. This is as retro as I can get. And this is no ad for Nintendo. I just happened to find this laying around. Now watch me evolve to... Now this is a Super Nintendo controller, even though it doesn't have the Super Nintendo logo on it. It still works with the system. Now watch me upgrade from 8 buttons to 12. 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now I upgrade to Sega Genesis. But I do miss the bumpers. And then, basically, let's upgrade to the Steam controller. Yeah, basically, I can adapt to controllers very quickly, guys. Hell, I read the manual for each controller. And Nerd, I really want you to do a review of Luigi's Mansion for the GameCube. And instead of just basically using a GameCube controller, which is like with these buttons, use like all the fingers like this. You got multiple fingers, Nerd. You don't need to do it like that. Trust me, Nerd. You're gonna have to be very fast with newer controllers. Even a Wii controller is better than you. Yes, I say Wii. A Wii Motion Plus inside controller. I've had this thing ever since I got my Wii. I haven't gotten a Mario one for Super Mario World. Yeah, because I don't have the money. Oh, and if you guys want me to continue the Time of Godzilla franchise and like make the 7th episode so dramatic as a finale for the first season, let me know down in the comments below. I will read your comment. But anyway, to the point. You cannot just these three as the first you see. Watch the prequels first. So that way you know who the hell is Darth Vader. If you guys watch if you watch Disney December, watch episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, then go back to episodes 4, 5, and 6. You will understand the plot you will understand the reviews so much better. Now, I'm being serious on this. I might be a smart asshole, but I know the truth. Hell, I grew up watching the prequels and then the original trilogy. For me, the prequels were the original trilogy, and then the original trilogy was a second trilogy. See, I know how to balance the Force. Manny, I'm not so sure you know about the real prequels. You gotta look at each story as, like, you gotta look at episode 1 as a fresh start to a franchise, and then you gotta, even if you want to give a fucking bad review, try and look at it as a story plot line. And don't think of it like the Nostalgia Critic did. Start in the prequels, like in episode 3, basically, Jar Jar had no sentence. But look at it, like, episode 2 was where the birth of the Clone Wars began. That's where the original Star Wars The Clone Wars TV show came in. Hold on. Hell, if it wasn't for episode 2, this would never have came to TV. Yes, this is Star Wars The Clone Wars. So I think you guys might want to be a little more appreciative about this now. Please. And I think these plugs here go to the Steam link. I accidentally got these for the Steam controller. Thanks a lot, Gamers Edge. You gave me shit the Steam controller. It's for the fucking Steam Link. Now the person that owns the damn Steam Link, they don't have these plugs. Way too go, they gave me the wrong plugs. When I go buy the Steam Link for $50 at GameStop, I'll give you these plugs back. I don't need them. Yes, I have plugs. My mom says I can't get rid of them because if I do, there's no way of getting them back. And thanks to episode 1, we actually learn who Anakin Skywalker is. He was a boy that was in child slavery. You cannot tell me that don't feel hard on you guys. But basically what I'm trying to say is, give the prequels more credit than they deserve by bad critic reviews. If you don't, I'll do it myself. Apparently that seems like my job now. To give good reviews of bad movies. Even though that might be the nostalgia critic's job, but I'm trying to review movies that he says are the worst into good movies. Yeah, like the Star Wars Hexology. Yeah, Hexology. A trilogy. Double trilogy. That's what I'm going to call it now. Double trilogy. I'll review the double trilogy without even watching one of the films. Basically, we learned that there's a trade federation going on, and it's up to Queen Amidala to put the trade federation in their place. Along the way, we see Qui-Gon Jinn and Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan. I think that's Ewan McGregor. And they got a good kid actor to do Anakin as a child slave, but they have to do a pod race if they want Anakin. And I love this funny scene where the smuggler rolls a dice and Qui-Gon does. That's a funny way of winning a bet. Throw a dice on the ground and just do this. If you don't laugh at that scene, you have no fucking humor. No humor in your souls. I wonder if half of the fucking Star Wars community has a soul. And we learn where the clones are coming from. This one has the disc. And I do. And each the first prequel had space in it, so it's technically considered to be a Star Wars film. Second one had space in it, called a Star Wars film. I'm watching the Nostalgia Critics review of the third film. Hold on, I think we're halfway done.
So many other dumb scenes, like when Anakin does turn. As everybody says, it's way too fast and out of nowhere. It's one.
No, he was being pressured because he was having bad dreams of his wife being murdered in childbirth. How do you consider that too fast? He saved Padme's life from his nightmares. But apparently, Anakin accidentally kills her by a chokehold. Not by literally choking her, but force choking her. Because he thought she was siding with the Jedi. That's the fun thing about the prequels. You never know what to expect about the guy that played Anakin.
Thing to say you want to learn the dark side to save your loved one, but to kill so many people, to completely switch sides, kill young ones or
younglings, you dumb fuck.
Younglings, or whatever the hell they're called. It's completely out of nowhere.
And the way they made his eyes turn yellow and red and black, that is astounding for me.
The acting's not strong enough to support it.
Sure.
But out of all of them, this is probably the most visual storytelling. Watch this on mute, oh hell, I almost recommend it, and still get an idea of what's going on.
And this is where we catch up on C-3PO, R2-D2, and R2-D2 being in the ship as soon as the transport was... Here, listen to the Jedi Knights have been exterminated and the Empire rules the galaxy with an iron fist. The Empire, the Jedi Knights. The prequels, anybody? This was the Jedi Knights.
Felt more like we're in the Star Wars universe, like it has a history. The scene at the opera where he's giving the backstory and the mythos, that's one of the best moments I've seen in any Star Wars movie. And everybody, whether they're doing a good job acting or not, look the part. Anakin looks amazing. A young, angry Darth Vader would look like.
Oh yeah, you guys want to probably see the video, don't you? Well, here we go. Now here, I'll play back a little bit. Look at those eyes! How can you tell me that don't look scary as hell? Take a closing eyes! How can you tell me that is not turning?
But yes, like I said before, I make fun of the moments you make fun of too. Darth Vader shouting, "No!"
That's when he learns that Padme was he just learned that he accidentally killed his own wife before the kids were born. So don't make fun of that remark, you fucks.
Stupid romantic dialogue that feels so forced. The plot threads that don't add up. I make fun of it all too.
See? Now you know where Darth Vader came from.
But at the very least, I finally got something that felt a little closer to what these prequels was supposed to be. It is dark, it is brooding, it is gritty. It has big battles and manipulation that you can actually follow this time. Truth be told, it's a movie I don't mind popping in every once in a while. Do I laugh at the stupid scenes? Sure, and do I still point out all the things that don't make sense? Yeah. But the fight scenes and the cinematography and the
I like that lightsaber.
way it visually tells its story is really, really interesting. By no means perfect, I don't even really think you can say it's good, but it has good things in it, some of them the best out of any.
And see when Palpatine does his little lightning trick on Samuel Jackson and it backfires? This is what the Emperor looks like in 4, 5, and 6, and 1 and 2. I mean 1, 2, 4, 5, and 6. Actually, in 1 and 2, he doesn't even look like this because you never know who the damn Emperor is. But thanks to 3, we understand what the Emperor looks like in 5 and 6. We actually understand how he became that. Because of his little lightning trick backfiring on him.
Any of the Star Wars movies, and it's hard for me not to recommend that. The first one's interesting to watch to see just how bad it can be, but you don't really need to see it in order to figure out what's going on here.
That's a lie!
And the second one is a complete forgettableness.
No, it's not. It is the birth of the Clone Wars! How do you forget that?
This is the first one where I felt like I actually learned a little something. Or at least, what the intention was. I didn't feel the emotions, but I felt the idea behind the emotions, if that makes sense. It's a tough call. If you want to see the movie to know a little bit more about what was supposed to be going on, it's interesting. But if you want an actual good movie, I still can't say that it is. But at least it was finally feeling like Star Wars, and looking like Star Wars, even if we had to put up with a lot of dumb bullshit. I think you can figure out if this is something you would benefit from, or if it would just piss you off more. And for a while, it seemed like this was the end of the Star Wars movies, but literally and figuratively, A New Hope.
See? Ties in! Episodes 1, 2, and 3 ties into episodes 4, 5, and 6. Good fucking God, how the hell do you guys not understand yet? See, I basically let you hear half of the review. And don't listen to the critic. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Of course the prequels were gonna be bad. They didn't. George Lucas was trying to not trying to make a perfect masterpiece of a double trilogy. He wanted to go back to kiddie antics. Try and make it look funny. See, I'm trying to tell you the truth. Just like Heath Ledger did in The Joker in The Dark Knight. Introduce a little chaos. And the first and second film are chaos. Bring chaos in with the third installment of bring chaos with the third installment. And then you got your fucking Precious trilogy, you fucks. Basically, Lucas never got creative. Look how the way 4 and 6 are done. It's basically 4 flipped. Not this way, but 100, basically 180 degrees. How can no one catch that on? I didn't catch it on when I was a kid, but look at it now. Yeah, it's basically 4 backwards. But it's Roman numeral. I can't deny Roman numeral. See here, you see the V 3 times. And what the hell do you see on episodes 1, 2, and 3? 6. Figure it out. Love this. If you love Jar Jar Binks, you're gonna love this set. But if you are more into just Luke Skywalker and you don't know who the fuck his parents are, then you're gonna enjoy 4, 5, and 6. But I recommend 1, 2, and 3. So that way you know who Luke's parents are, and then you can enjoy the trilogy, which is 4, 5, and 6. That way you know the whole Skywalker family. I think that's what Lucas was trying to present to us. Who the Skywalker family is. First it's Anakin, and then his wife Padme, then his son Luke Skywalker, and then his daughter Leia Skywalker. And the way he tried to make the kids not know about each other. Huh. False alarm, I almost sneezed. Yeah. But anyway, Lucas was trying to introduce us to a family we've never heard of before, like the Skywalker family. And we understand who the Skywalker family is now. In 1 and 2, actually at the end of 2, Padme and Anakin get married, so basically they're now husband and wife. So I think Padme Amidala is now Amidala Skywalker. And then the third installment presents the babies. I probably have been going on for too long. Basically, this is the original trilogy. This is the second trilogy. Watch all 6. You want watch episodes 1, 2, and 3 first. That way you know how it became what it was. If it wasn't for Anakin cutting off, the Empire would have never taken over, and basically there would have never been this trilogy right here in my hands. So you can thank Lucas. You can thank George Lucas by everyone making a video saying, "Hey George Lucas, we're sorry for rudely criticizing you about how the franchise works. But now we gotta face this. We all know they're gonna fuck it up. Disney, if you fuck up the Star Wars, if you fuck up Episode 8, you should give the rights back to George Lucas. I think the dude was probably getting tired of being criticized on how bad his movies were. So he just gave the rights to someone else, like Disney. Disney's gonna make it kid-friendly. Why? Make it more adult, like the Deadpool movie. And trust me, Deadpool's movie was a decade worth waiting for. But how bad the Rotten Tomatoes were on X-Men Origins Wolverine? Wow. Well, I gotta go. So, I hope the Star Wars community understands now. See you in the Force.